The silent heart killer in your nighttime routine. What every senior must know. Let me ask you a serious question. What did you eat before bed last night? Maybe it was just a small snack. Maybe it was a light sandwich. Or maybe you treated yourself to something sweet, some cookies, maybe a slice of cake, or a glass of warm milk with honey. You thought you were being harmless. You thought you were helping yourself fall asleep. But what if I told you that one simple bite could be slowly damaging your heart every single night? I'm Dr. James Hartley, and I want you to listen carefully, because this could save your heart, your sleep, and possibly even your life. Most seniors don't realize this, but the time you eat and what you eat before bed can either heal your heart overnight or put it under dangerous stress. You see, your heart is not off duty while you sleep. In fact, it's working harder than you think, repairing blood vessels, clearing out inflammation, and recalibrating blood pressure for the next day. But certain foods eaten within 2 hours of bedtime can interfere with these processes. Or worse, trigger harmful nighttime spikes in blood sugar, blood pressure, and inflammation. The 3 pillars of heart disease in older adults. And here's the truly shocking part. Most people over 60 are unknowingly eating this one category of food before bed that raises their risk of heart damage overnight by up to 67%, according to multiple studies. It doesn't matter how healthy your diet is during the day. If your bedtime snack contains this hidden danger, your heart suffers while you sleep. And it can lead to higher morning blood pressure, irregular heartbeat during the night, poor sleep due to nighttime adrenaline spikes, faster artery hardening, atherosclerosis, and increased risk of early morning heart attack, which, by the way, is the #1 time for fatal heart events in seniors. Now, before we go further, I want to be clear. This video is not fear-mongering. It's science-based, preventative medicine, and it's my job to help you understand the specific biological chain reaction that starts when you eat certain foods before bed, and how it turns into silent damage to your arteries while you sleep. So, what is this food category I'm warning you about? We'll get to that in part 2, but here's what I can tell you now. It's not just about junk food. It's about foods that seem harmless, even healthy on the surface. These are often foods that are high in simple carbohydrates, rich in hidden sugars or refined grains, contain high sodium or artificial preservatives, or when you eat these kinds of foods before bed, several things happen. Your insulin surges at a time when it's supposed to be low, which triggers fat storage and blood sugar instability. Your liver works overtime rather than entering its nightly detox and repair phase, putting strain on your entire cardiovascular system. Your blood pressure may spike during the first half of the night, especially if the food was salty or processed, preventing deep sleep and increasing risk of arrhythmia. Your sympathetic nervous system activates, releasing stress hormones like cortisol and norepinephrine, making it harder for your heart rate to slow and your arteries to dilate. In simple terms, your body thinks it's daytime. Your heart doesn't get to rest, and over time, this adds up to increased plaque buildup, stiffer arteries, poor blood flow, and a much higher risk of stroke, heart failure, or heart attack. Now think about how many nights you've done this. How many times have you had just a bowl of cereal before bed, or a slice of toast with jam, a harmless piece of fruit, maybe, or a store-bought healthy granola bar? All of these seem innocent. But if they contain the wrong nutrients or are timed poorly, they can sabotage your heart health without any warning signs. The scariest part? You may not feel anything immediately. You might even fall asleep quickly. But the next morning, you feel a little foggy, more tired than usual, slight swelling in the hands or ankles, heaviness in the chest, or a heart that just doesn't feel rested. This is how long-term cardiovascular damage begins in many seniors, quietly, gradually, and often at night. But here's the good news. Once you know the foods to avoid and the ones to eat instead, you can reverse this damage, support your heart's nighttime healing cycle, and feel significantly better in just 7 days. You'll sleep deeper, wake up more refreshed, and most importantly, give your heart a chance to recover the way it's supposed to. A hidden nighttime food triggers that secretly damage senior hearts. In Part 1, we uncovered the shocking truth. What you eat right before bed can quietly damage your heart every single night. And most seniors have no idea it's happening. Now let's go deeper. Let's identify the exact foods that are quietly raising your blood pressure, tightening your arteries, and increasing your risk of a heart attack while you sleep. Spoiler alert, it's not just fast food or soda. It's foods that most older adults think are safe or even healthy. The first major culprit is refined carbohydrates. That includes white bread and toast, regular pasta or crackers, sugary cereals, plain rice, granola bars, even healthy oat cookies or muffins. These foods are digested very quickly. They spike your blood sugar, then cause a sharp crash. That crash activates your sympathetic nervous system, which is supposed to be resting while you sleep. Instead, your body goes into fight or flight mode. Cortisol increases, your heart rate rises, blood pressure climbs, and worst of all, your blood vessels don't get to relax. Your arteries stay tight. Your heart keeps working. And your risk of arrhythmia or a sudden blood pressure spike increases, especially during the first half of the night. The second hidden danger is foods high in sodium or preservatives. This includes canned soups, store-bought deli meats, instant noodles or boxed mac and cheese, salted nuts or chips, frozen dinners, low-fat or diet microwave meals. These foods often contain sodium phosphate, monosodium glutamate, MSG, or potassium-based preservatives, which act as excitotoxins in the nervous system and irritants to the vascular system. They keep your blood vessels constricted when they should be relaxing. For seniors, this can result in waking up with stiff joints, a tight chest, or swelling in the ankles or fingers due to overnight fluid retention and vascular stress. Then there's the food group that surprises most people: high-sugar fruits and fruit juices before bed. Yes, fruits are healthy, but eating too much fructose-rich fruit or juice at night can be harmful to your heart. Why? Because fructose hits your liver, not your bloodstream, first. It has to be processed before it's converted into energy. When eaten at night, your liver is forced to work overtime instead of entering its detox and regeneration cycle. And in seniors, especially those with prediabetes or fatty liver, this creates a spike in triglycerides, which are dangerous blood fats that stiffen arteries and clog blood flow. Some examples to be cautious of at night: bananas, grapes, pineapple, mangoes, fruit smoothies or bottled juices, even dried fruits like raisins or dates. Now let's talk about dairy-based comfort foods before bed. Many seniors drink milk with honey or eat yogurt thinking it helps them sleep. But if you're consuming sweetened yogurt, ice cream, or milk with cereal, you're combining sugar, lactose, and sometimes additives that raise insulin, increase mucus production, and keep your digestive system active long into the night. This means your heart has to work harder to circulate blood while your gut stays in motion. There's also a hidden caffeine trap: chocolate. Dark chocolate, even in small amounts, contains caffeine and theobromine, stimulants that affect your central nervous system and heart rhythm. Having chocolate before bed, whether as a treat or inside a protein bar, can elevate your pulse and reduce your heart's ability to downshift during sleep. For seniors, this is particularly risky because it can mask symptoms of atrial fibrillation or increase irregular nighttime beats. So let's recap the top 5 food types to never eat before bed if you want to protect your heart. Refined carbs, white bread, crackers, sweetened cereal. High sodium foods, deli meats, canned soup, processed snacks. High fructose fruits and fruit juices, bananas, grapes, juices. Sugary dairy, sweetened yogurt, milk and cookies, ice cream. Caffeinated desserts, chocolate, cocoa, mocha-flavored treats. Now, this doesn't mean you can never enjoy these foods, but eating them within 2 hours of bedtime, especially without proper blood sugar control or hydration, increases your risk of nocturnal hypertension, palpitations, and silent vascular damage. The science is clear. When your body is forced to process carbs, sugars, and sodium at night, your parasympathetic nervous system is suppressed, and your heart doesn't get its deep rest window. Over weeks, months, and years, this contributes to poor overnight blood pressure regulation, weakened endothelial function, lining of blood vessels, increased nighttime urination due to sodium imbalance, disrupted sleep cycles due to stress hormone release, and yes, greater risk of early morning cardiovascular events. What to eat instead? 5 bedtime foods that heal your heart while you sleep. Now that we've exposed the foods that secretly sabotage your heart overnight, the big question becomes, what should seniors eat before bed instead? Because let's be honest, many older adults need something small in the evening. Whether it's due to medication timing, hunger, or just the need for comfort, late-night eating is common. But it doesn't have to be harmful. In fact, the right foods before bed can actually improve your cardiovascular health, help your heart relax, and set your body up for a better night of healing. The goal is to eat foods that support blood vessel relaxation, lower nighttime inflammation, keep blood sugar stable, encourage deep, restorative sleep, and assist your heart's overnight repair cycle. So here are 5 senior-safe bedtime foods that do just that. A. Sweetened Greek yogurt. With a twist. Greek yogurt, plain, full-fat, is packed with protein, calcium, and probiotics, all of which support heart and gut health. But what makes it great for bedtime is that it's slow digesting, helps prevent blood sugar spikes, and promotes melatonin production. For an extra heart-healing boost, mix in a sprinkle of cinnamon, which helps regulate blood sugar, or a few chia seeds, rich in omega-3s for artery protection. Avoid sweetened yogurts or artificial fruit flavors. They turn healing into harm. 2. Handful of walnuts or almonds. Nuts are rich in magnesium, arginine, and healthy fats that help relax your blood vessels and reduce cortisol at night. Magnesium deficiency is strongly linked to nighttime hypertension, irregular heartbeat, and sleep issues in seniors. Just a small handful, 5 to 10 nuts, is enough. Don't overdo it. Too much fat can slow digestion and disrupt sleep. Oatmeal or barley porridge, small portion. Whole oats or barley contain beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that lowers LDL cholesterol and supports gut microbiome health, both of which are linked to stronger cardiovascular outcomes. Oats also help trigger serotonin, a calming neurotransmitter. A small half-cup serving of unsweetened, lightly spiced oatmeal before bed can help regulate nighttime blood pressure and support restful sleep. 4. Boiled egg or sliced avocado on whole grain cracker. This combo delivers healthy fats, B vitamins, and protein, which reduce nighttime hunger and provide steady fuel for your body's overnight repairs. Avocados also contain potassium, which balances sodium and helps your heart relax. Avoid overly salty crackers. Choose low-sodium, whole-grain options in small amounts. You can continue. 5. Golden milk and almond milk. A soothing warm drink made from unsweetened almond milk. A pinch of turmeric and a dash of black pepper provides anti-inflammatory benefits and supports heart function. Turmeric contains curcumin, which reduces blood vessel stiffness and oxidative damage linked to aging. Sip it slowly, 30 to 60 minutes before bed for calm nerves and healthier arteries. Bonus tip: always finish eating at least 90 minutes before bed. Late-night digestion keeps your heart rate elevated. Allow your food time to move into the early digestion phase before sleep to help your parasympathetic nervous system fully activate and guide your heart into rest mode. Now, after 7 days of removing harmful bedtime snacks and replacing them with these healing foods, most seniors report lower morning blood pressure, fewer palpitations or fluttering sensations at night, deeper, uninterrupted sleep, more energy and mental clarity in the morning, less bloating, fluid retention, or leg swelling. Even those with long-standing heart conditions have seen improvements. One of my patients, Margaret, age 76, went from waking up with daily palpitations to sleeping soundly within just 6 nights of changing her bedtime snack. She didn't take a new pill. She just swapped her toast and jam habit for half a banana with cinnamon and almond butter. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 nights, eliminate the foods that stress your heart before bed. And instead, choose one of the 5 heart-healing options we just discussed. It's not just about snacks. It's about giving your heart a chance to rest, repair, and support you for years to come. Eat smarter, sleep deeper, wake up stronger. If you found this video helpful, hit like so more seniors see this life-saving advice. Subscribe for weekly tips on how to age smarter, healthier, and stronger. Turn on notifications so you never miss a natural heart health tip. Until next time, I'm Dr. James Hartley. Remember, what you eat before bed matters. Give your heart the peace it deserves.